is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
All right, you ready to move forward here, Drew?
Yeah.
Let's talk to Nicole, who's 19. Nicole?
Yeah, hi.
What's up?
Well, I just had a question about when you are sexually comfortable and you just enjoy sex. Where's the line where it becomes enjoying sex and having it a lot and just being addicted to sex or
addiction
for wrong reasons in a weird way?
Addiction is really defined by consequences. If you're progressively engaging in a behavior that has mounting and increasingly severe consequences and you can't stop in spite of those consequences, that's addiction. Compulsion really implies that it's a behavior that you'd like to contain a little bit but can't.
What is how often you having sex?
Well, I have right now I'm monogamous with one person, but about 2 months ago I was not, and I would have sex at least once a week
with different people,
if need be.
If need be.
If I was seeing someone, then it wouldn't be a different person. But if I was seeing someone for a month, it'd be that person. But the minute
this doesn't sound like anything. It's all right. Fine.
You sound a little bit troubled in terms of being able to stay alone and stay in a relationship, that kind of thing, but I don't think that's about sex.
Are you Catholic? Are you guilted out?
No, I really don't have any Orthodox religion in my life or anything.
All right. Well, stop thinking so much then.
Okay, well, another thing I just thought of. What about masturbation? Is that such a bad thing? 'Cause I started masturbating when I was like in 3rd grade. I didn't know what it was at the time. I just knew it felt bad.
It's fine unless you start doing it because somebody started you doing it.
Oh, okay.
Was there a lot of chaos in your home growing up? Yes.
Not so much, but I was messed with as a child.
All right. Well, that's where sexual abuse and that's where compulsions and excessive sexualization of all feelings comes from.
All right, but good times.
You're sort of wired up that way a little bit, so you can at least consider yourself at risk.
You crack a wine cooler and relax. You know what I mean? You do a little drinking, mellow you out just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let's talk to John, who's 20. John?
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
What's up?
20 when I was, but when I was 17, 18, I was having sex, fairly consistently, normally at least, once a day with the same person. I would go hours, all night sessions, and now I'm getting married here soon, and I don't have sex as consistently anymore, but I'm very short now, half hour at 45 minutes most.
Okay, there's a couple things here. Can you understand why we might have a little question about why you're not having sex, why you're having so much then, and why not so much now?
Work schedule.
Work schedule. And yet
I work more days, and she works more nights, and so we hardly get to see each other. We see each other.
That's great.
Yeah, it is.
Marriage is going to last forever.
Exactly.
I really mean it.
I'm going to start school soon, and she's going to start working days, and so it's going to work out.
So then
30, 45 minutes is a long enough session, especially when you're married.
Yeah. But then
believe you me.
Oh, it's taking you 30 minutes now?
30 to 45 as opposed to 2 hours.
And he's complaining about that?
Evidently.
I'm used to going, for a long time, and so to switch, fairly suddenly, it was just kind of weird.
Well, here's the deal. Most women, after about 10 or 15 minutes, are not happy. Most women, not all, but most feel that's ouch, uncomfortable, unnecessary.
So this question is like saying, it used to take me 2 hours to mow the lawn, now I do it in 35 minutes. Boo-hoo.
Yeah, exactly. And also, by the way, he has a readily available explanation. He was having lots of sex before, now not having so much.
Yeah.
So things are happening a little faster.
And unless his 30-minute to 45-minute is really 8 minutes to 14 minutes.
Even then, that's fine. It's all right.
Oh, Drew. 14
minutes is okay. Again, you get beyond 14, 15 of intercourse, most women are having a little trouble after that.
Yeah. Very true.
Most, not all.
Little window into Drew's sexual schedule. Steve?
How you doing, guys?
You're 17. What's up?
Well, I'm working at this camp here, and there's this pretty hot girl working there with me.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to take it into the bedroom, the relationship, and I was wondering how I would go about doing this.
Non-question. Non-question.
It's a bogus quality.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, I really want to know how to do this.
Yeah,
no,
now we really don't.
Yeah, no, you don't.
But her butthole's big.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah, you really got it.
Yeah.
We got.
Shut up!
We got sucked into that one, boy. I tell you what, boy. Hook, line, and sinker. You know, it's funny. Is 2 syllables into it, I didn't buy Steve at all.
We both looked at each other and went.
Right. But. Well, actually, I farted. That was fine. But, so anyway, Steve's call read bogus to me from the first word.
Yep.
But he didn't say the girl's name.
He was going to, though. Oh, no, he was just going to go right for the Mason
No, he was going for the Mason job.
Yeah.
He didn't say the girl's name.
Yeah.
And it was, the whole working at a camp, like someone I work with, it was sort of specific enough that I was listening, but yet the tone, his tone was completely bogus.
I want to know how to do it. Man. How do you do that? It's like,
his words were not bogus at all.
No, right.
But his tone was horribly bogus.
Yes.
And I think we're both starting to pick up on those tones. Mark?
Oh, hey. Will masturbation cause depression?
No.
I've heard a lot that it will.
Where have you heard a lot? Where have you heard that from?
On the internet. Searching it up.
Where did you see that exactly?
No.
I don't have the exact...
Is it another bogus call?
It's possible.
This isn't a bogus call.
Where?
Have you ever heard that rumor before?
Are you depressed?
No, but I don't want to be.
No.
Do you masturbate?
Yeah.
Well, can't you do the ball sack math? If masturbating makes you depressed, yet you masturbate and you're not depressed, then how can it be true?
The only way I can imagine it, the only couple ways I can imagine it causing depression, and that would be if you are overwhelmed, riddled with guilt because of it, and eventually the stress of the guilt starts to make you depressed.
And once in a while your stepmom catches you. That's depressing.
If you are sexually compulsive or addicted, and you start doing things that have consequences with the masturbation, like in public or with porn, paying for porn and stuff, then I could see we get a little depressed. But just run-of-the-mill, normal masturbation might even be a little protective against depression.
I got to do something about the evidence trail of beating off,
Well, that's your, you have a service that could do that, right?
Well, they'll step in if you die, but I'm just talking about for the daily.
Now, there really should be a service. One to clear the decks for the parents, one for the girlfriend, one for the wife.
There is a service, Drew.
Oh.
Well, Drew, weren't you just talking about that service?
Well, you said you have a service just if you die.
You mean a daily...
Yes.
Well, that's impractical, Drew, having someone cleaning crew come to your house every day. I'm just trying to think. Like, if you're a guy who likes to mop up using a T-shirt, the T-shirt gets a little skanky, and then somebody finds it down in the hamper, and it's...
Did something happen recently, Adam?
It's a lot of DNA over there.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just saying you gotta... It's kind of tough. Kind of looks like a snail made its way across the... You ever go out...
Really, you can only use the blow-the-nose excuse so many times.
Yeah, I know. You ever go out in, like after it's rained and at night, there's or maybe a little dew, and you see that snail track going, it sort of glistens a little bit? Yeah. It's got a little of that. Sure,
Anderson is really a lightweight. He's actually puking this time.
Yeah, he doesn't like any of the fluid jokes.
No.
Mike?
Yo.
You're 21?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, wanted to ask him for a little career advice. I know it's probably the first time.
The first time he's given career advice, you're right.
Wait a minute.
It seems like everything is service mark, trademark, registered, copyright, up the yin-yang these days. And, I just like to do impressions of, hilarious things I've seen from TV, like Simpsons and South Park. And I don't know if I were to, try and get a little improv career going, if, the minute I step up, a few weeks into that foray.
You mean these days you can't do imitations?
Of course you can.
Let's hear a couple.
Okay, well, my name is Eric Cartman, and everyone calls me Fat, but I'm just Big Bone. And
try Simpsons. We might be more familiar with that.
Yeah, no, it's more like Eric Roberts. Go ahead.
Let's see, Smithers, Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns, where are you? I can't live without you, Mr. Burns.
Oh, that's Smithers.
Smithers, yeah.
All right.
How about old Ned Flanders? That's pretty easy.
All right, no. Do you do a Ned Flanders?
I haven't tried before.
All right, I'll tell you what.
You could do that one.
Give us a couple. Don't give us any hints, and don't give us any Mr. Burns or anything that's going to give it away.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can guess a
Just
couple.
a random Simpsons character?
Yeah.
No.
Anything you want. Anything you want.
Yeah, we've used up 4 of them already. Random. There's 3 left. No, give us any impression you do. We'll see if we can get it.
So if I do, so the impressions are legal, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Don't tell us.
All right.
He's lighting up the landscape here.
Freezing up.
That's all right. All right. Give it a little thought. Take your time. Drew and I talk amongst ourselves.
We're going to dinner ourselves.
Boy, does this guy suck. All right, you ready?
All right. I can't do. I'm totally shocked.
All right, now hold on, Mike. I'm going to let you get your composure. All right?
You just want me to keep it from The Simpsons, or just any impressions?
Any impressions, but we're going to put you on hold first.
Sure.
All right, we'll let you
take a few deep breaths.
You got a scratch pad?
Yep.
All right.
And I'm going to brainstorm. I was just totally surprised.
That's all right, buddy boy. We're sorry we disturbed you at home. You need to write down 3 of your best ones.
Okay.
Don't tell us what they are, and no the plane, or any of that nonsense that gives it away. You understand?
Gotcha.
We're going to check back with you in a couple of minutes, all right?
All right.
All right.
Unacceptable.
From The Simpsons. Sean?
Yeah.
You're 23?
I am.
What's up?
I'm dating this girl for a little while, and she's not much into the sex.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been dating her?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been dating her?
It's been about 2 months now.
And how often do you have sex with her?
It's maybe once a week, if that.
Yeah, maybe maybe you're going a little fast for her.
That could be, but...
You're only 2 months into this relationship. How old is she again?
She's 18.
No. 18. You're 23. It could be a little bit...
She may not be totally into him either.
Yeah.
You think she's into you?
Oh, I know for sure she's into
Oh, of course. Yes, Adam.
How do you know?
How dare you?
She's already talking about marriage and...
Yeah, but she may...
All right. You're calling from Salt Lake. Is she Mormon?
She is, unfortunately.
Maybe
so she may have some issues about
got some issues about banging away, about fornicating with 23-year-olds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, just take it slow.
John, you need to be more empathic of how she's experiencing things. It's not, geez, what's up with her? How come she doesn't have sex as much as I do? Find out what she's experiencing. Try to sympathize and empathize with her. Try to understand things from her point of view.
See, I know she's had some really bad relationships in the past, and trying to figure it out for her.
Yeah. Don't try to fix her. Just try to see things from her point of view.
All right.
Wow.
I want to get back to Mike now.
All right, let's go.
I got a question for Mike. Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Did you write down any impressions that you do?
Those 2 are the only 2 I've ever tried. I've just kind of been frozen on the whole copyright question. I put the cart before there's too much time, so I've got nothing. I don't want to waste your guys' time.
Oh, come on, buddy.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that.
You do Smithers, and you do what was? Oh, Cartman.
You don't want me to give it away though. Who I'm doing?
I know. We're supposed to guess.
Yeah.
You only do those 2 impressions?
No,
I'm really kind of a perfectionist, so I'd want to try it into a tape and see if I even sound like the guy or not.
Hold on, Mike. I've heard you're Cartman. You're not a perfectionist. Now.
That's true. I'm kind of latching onto a 6-year-old memory.
Just so you have no other impressions. How about me? Can you do me? Okay, Mike.
Screwball.
Listen. Keep going. Go
Cardo.
Nice.
Do you do construction? Yeah, I bet your boyfriend's into construction. Let me guess. He does the drywalling. Yeah, I got a feel for that. Oh.
It's uncanny, Drew. It's like listening to myself on my answering machine.
Is that you or Mike?
Just now? I don't know. Wait a minute. Was my mouth moving?
Hi, this is Adam. Please leave a message.
Yeah. All right, Mike. So here's the deal.
Practice.
No, but I would say with Mike's uncanny ability to do dead-on impersonations,
I might try something a little different.
It would be a crime for him not to be able to do that on stage. So don't get caught up in the legality part of it. You're allowed to go up on stage and do whoever you want. All right? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go to...
is there any place you can go to train for comedy? Improvisational theaters or anything?
Mike?
Yeah. You were being sincere, not sarcastic?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's about to be sincere anyway.
Here's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do stand-up, right?
About, yeah.
So you just gotta start doing it.
All right.
You'll be bad for 10 years, and then
you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Is that how long you were with the Groundlings thing before your stuff started taking off?
Oh man, I kicked around for a good 10 years. Yeah, so just go start doing open mics.
But he can't do characters; he'll be sued.
Do characters. Yeah.
Well, you really can't?
Yeah.
You can do like personalities that exist, but you can't do characters that have been invented.
Yeah, you can do characters. Go right ahead.
I can't do characters.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, you just want.
Anderson says no.
And work on one of Anderson. That'll be very ironic. People will be saying, "Who? Sounds like a dick." All right, let's talk to Natalie, who's 14. Always, by the way, Drew, there's no street here in LoveLine that does not lead into a dead end. Yeah, we've had a little bit of a bummer night, talking to too many chicks who've been raped too many times and molested by their stepdads and mom's boyfriends. So Drew went in there and said, let's lighten it up. Let's take some lighter calls. We'll get the guy, Mike, who under his thing it says budding comedian, impressionist, does voices. As it turns out, nah. Drew, you got a couple. You got a couple. What kind of dogs do you have?
Australian Shepherds.
More range than Mike. They can do a regular Shepherd and an Australian Shepherd.
Oh my God! I found our dogs. Our dogs today dug under a fence at the top of that hill where we live and went to our neighbor's yard and attacked our neighbors.
Your neighbors?
Neighbor lady. This
attacked the lady?
Yeah,
she told you that.
No, I heard this incredible barking. I thought, is that our dog? I ran out, started calling him. Came under the fence and heard a little bit from the neighbor.
Why are they going after your neighbor?
They're pretty good watchdogs. They kind of go after whatever's at the perimeter.
Yeah, but this is on the other side of the perimeter.
They dug under the fence. I don't know what they were thinking.
What was she? Was she freaking out?
Yeah.
Why didn't she run into the house?
I think she came after him a little something.
Oh, she did? Oh. I did that once. I lived next to this crazy dog that was named Moon, and it was like a half dingo.
Oh my God!
It was literally.
Is that where the Dingo Man came from?
No.
Dingo Boy? No.
But it was literally a half dingo, and it was one of these dogs that had fur that was sort of blue and greasy, and it was a wild dog. And these people lived. They lived not our neighbors, but one house over, and they were a crazy, screwed up family. And they had I mean. I know everyone exaggerates, and it's good radio and everything. There's no exaggeration here. This dog, Moon, was a crazed, wild dog that was part dingo that they would just leave on the front. It would just sit out on the front yard, and everyone who went by got chased, and everybody got attacked, and it was just they were just a screwed up family. Just did it, and this dog had tormented me my entire teenage life, and eventually. We squared off, me and the dog in the street, because I always had this thing where, I don't know where I got this theory, but I thought that if a dog really confronted you and you sort of, you run, the dog's biting you in the ass and taking you down, but if you square off, you square off. I was, I was probably 16. I got my linebacker stance, squared off with the dog. The dog took a step forward. I took a step at the dog. I was making noise and flapping my arms and screaming and stomping my foot at it. And the problem with Moon was
he's crazy.
Each couple seconds, he was inching closer and closer to me, and eventually he lunged at me, and he grabbed my pant leg as I was sort of stepping back as he lunged at me, and pulled my foot out and landed on my ass.
Oh my God!
And I thought, well, this is it. This is how they'll find me.
This is a story I've never heard.
I'm gonna be eaten by my neighbor's dog, Moon.
And so what happened?
Never.
How'd you get him off you?
He didn't. He grabbed the leg, knocked me down. I guess my legs were probably flopping around, and that seemed like enough for him. But then there was a good scene. It was like an Old Yeller type scene, but in reverse. I came storming up the driveway, tears in my eyes. Like I was like traumatized, you know.
Of course.
My dad, I don't know what he was doing because he never left the house. He was one of these guys where the sunlight hurt him.
Oh my God.
He didn't actually have that disease, but he had that mentality. Yeah. He's standing out in the front lawn for God knows what reason. I come up the driveway. And he's give me that sprinkler key. I grabbed the sprinkler key. It was the closest weapon I had. And I started out to doing Moon.
Yeah.
And my My dad had to, like, talk me down. Like, son, don't kill the dog. I'm like, I gotta kill Moon. It's a killing Moon. Yeah.
Why didn't you?
Well, Moon probably would have killed me if I went after him with the sprinkler key, or my dad would have got sued or something like that. So, anyway, I think someone ended up suing the family. But,
really, for that dog?
Yeah, it was me and Moon.
Well, I spent my morning using chicken wire, attaching it to this damn hole in the fence.
I thought you told me how smart your dogs were.
They were. I don't know what
tell me.
They're so smart.
Drew, 2 nights ago, we were sitting here, and during a commercial, you said, you got to get this Australian Shepherds. These dogs are the most obedient dogs in the world. You give them the down, they stay, they heel, they sit.
Yep.
Then, and what, 30 hours later, they tunneled under a fence and attacked your elderly neighbor?
Bizarre. Yeah, I find it, in fact, I'm so sort of twisted, but I don't know how to correct it. How do you...
You let me put them down with a sprinkler key.
All right, come on over. Right.
I'll come over.
Yeah.
We'll gather the kids around. I'll explain to them that the dogs have done bad. Ask them if they saw that movie, Damien, and then, or Omen, and then explain that I have to put them down using a sprinkler key. All right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll take a little break. We'll be back.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1105 Alternative, San Francisco.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Yeah, it's just me and the Drewskers tonight. Drew's coming down off his sugar buzz.
Drewskers? Popeye?
Drewskers? Drew, I never feel any different. Whatever I eat doesn't affect my feeling. Does it affect your feeling other than a psychological thing?
I'm either full or I'm hungry.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it affects.
I grew up around a bunch of retards that were always like, oh, I'm riding the sugar high. And then they'd start figuring out rhythms for it. They go, if I eat some sugar, man, I go off like a skyrocket, but then I bottom out. Like a half hour later, man, I just bottom out.
You know, they've done these studies over and over and over again where they take kids and they have the parents feed them what they think is sugar, and then they have to give a meal that they don't know is sugar, and they have to compare the differences that the parents report, and they can't do it. They can't tell what sugar.
Of course. And everything. Here's the deal. If you're depressed, you want to nap. If you feel good, you want to do stuff. That's about it. There's people like, I eat, now not all meat, but red meat, I bottom out. I peak for about 20 minutes, then I bottom out, then I come up a little, but then I flatline after that. One rib.
How many of the guys fighting in Iraq you think were worried about what they were eating? You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't look. Listen, it's just I'm just like a Jeep. You put gas, you put kerosene, you put goats, whatever. It just runs. It doesn't really matter. And all the people that buy into all that crap, they're just people who have fibromyalgia and all this other nonsense. They're just pussies. Angela?
Yes.
You're 16?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, my boyfriend, I told the lady something different, but, okay, he told me he has bumps on his, it's not on his dick, but it's, a little bit above, on his hair, and he says it's from shaving, but they don't look like bumps from shaving.
They could be molluscum contagiosum, which is, they look kind of like zits, but they're little hard things that scrape off.
Yeah, they look like like that. They're like little bubbles.
Yeah, that's molluscum contagiosum, and it's a virus. It's a sexually transmitted disease. You will get it if you have sex with them, and it's
really?
Yeah.
Women get that?
Oh yeah.
You don't hear about it on the ladies so much.
Absolutely. And
absolutely what?
Absolutely the same.
Yeah. They look nasty. They look like little bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's herpes or something. Well, herpes can look like little bubbles.
Well, the bottom line is this guy needs to have this stuff looked at because he is in no position to decide what it is or is not.
He just says, "Oh, I got him from shaving." That's what he tells me.
Angela?
Yes.
Were you going to believe that? Are you going to tell him no sex unless he goes to get it checked out?
You know what I love about our callers though? It's like he's got these bumps. He says he got them from shaving, but I don't believe him. Angela, you got to have a doctor take a look at it because the bottom line is unless a doctor sees it, we're not going to be able to tell what they are. He says he got them from shaving. Yeah. What was that? Let's see if we can get it worked out. He said he got him from shaving, right?
Right.
Well, then you don't have to have a doctor look at him. But then again, you didn't have to call us, did you?
Right, but
All right. What is that? You got the doctor going, well, he's got to have a doctor going, look at him.
We named 2 different diseases it could be. That he's in no position to tell whether it is or is not. He doesn't know what the F it is.
But maybe Angela makes a compelling point with the says he got him from shaving thing, because maybe, I know it sounds like I'm going against my own ridicule here, but maybe he won't see the doctor because he says he got them from shaving.
Right, that's what he's doing.
Angela?
yeah.
Yeah, I know. But now this begs question number 2. How are you going to get him to see the doctor?
Called LoveLine, and he says it's a molluscum contagiosum or herpes simplex, and we're not going to have sex unless you get that thing checked out.
All right.
There you go.
Let's do a little role playing, Angela.
Okay.
Now I'm going to give you a role that's easy.
Okay.
It's you.
The crayfish.
Shut up. It's you, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to be your boyfriend. What's his name? Kyle?
Eddie.
Eddie. Okay, I'll be Eddie.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Right.
All right, here we go. Bring. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. You need to go to the doctor and get those bumps checked out.
What are you talking about? That's just from shaving.
They don't look like they're from shaving. They look pretty nasty.
What are you? Who are you? That pussy Dr. Drew?
No, but those look nasty.
Yeah, nasty to you. You barely got your GED. I got my GED.
Yeah, right, buddy. You didn't even go to school.
Well, so what? I still know what a shaving rash is, and I say that's a shaving rash. Now, come on over and let me sex you down.
You can sex me down when you find out what that is, but if it's something, then I don't think so.
Are you high?
No.
Oh.
So you, all right. Remember the whole part where you were saying you're going to call LoveLine?
Lord Byron, right there. There she is.
Oh, okay. I was supposed to say to call a LoveLine.
No. You say. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Okay. This is by the way why OJ went free, because there was a chick prosecuting attorney.
Yeah.
Okay. Angela.
Yeah.
You need to tell him 2 things. You called LoveLine, and Drew said he needed to see a doctor.
Yeah. Got that?
Number 1.
Right.
Number 2, no sex.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Wait, repeat it back.
Now, let's just try it again. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, baby. Come over here. Let me give you some sex.
How about you call a LoveLine and talk to Dr. Drew?
Hold on, cut. Let's,
Wait, I thought that's what you said.
No, you were supposed to say... No, you thought that because you misunderstood me the first time around.
Angela, you ever heard of the Holocaust?
No.
Okay. That's very good. Really? Never heard of the Holocaust?
Yeah, I'm serious. I've never heard of that.
Okay.
Hey, what else can we ask her?
See, you're making me feel stupid.
No. No.
The Holocaust...
Why are you acting stupid like that?
You know, you heard of Hitler, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hog or her?
Everybody.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I don't want to do another role-playing thing.
Weren't you going to incorporate the Holocaust into it? No. Too much, huh?
We struck gold with that before. Just don't have sex with them. You know, it's funny. I noticed that another thing that happens on this show. People misunderstand you at some point in the conversation.
They cling to it.
And they say, you want him to call LoveLine? And you go, no. I want you to tell him you called LoveLine and Dr. Drew said the following. And you go, okay. And then 10 seconds later they go, all right, I'll tell him to call LoveLine. And it's like, that was your idea. Remember? We never said that. It's sort of like when Bugs Bunny got Daffy Duck to tell Elmer Fudd, shoot me now.
That's right.
Alan?
Yeah.
You're 19?
Yeah.
What's up?
Just wanted to say, I've been trying to call you guys for about a year now, and every time I do, I say, yeah, my name's Alan, and I can't take your call.
But I'm 19. I've been in a relationship.
Hold on. Every time you get through, you say your name, and they say, we can't take your call?
Pretty much.
Why are you on now?
Different person answers.
Same people are sitting there.
Same people sitting there have been there for the last year.
Yeah, I always get a girl, but this time I got a guy.
Oh, well, it's kind of coming into focus now.
I'm a bitch.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm 19. I've been in a relationship with a girl for 3 years. We're engaged to be married right now, and we're living together. I've had experiences with bisexual experiences in my life, but I'm not really attracted to men. But I am attracted to like hermaphrodites and transvestites, and I just wanted to know what could be causing that. Could that be because one of my first sexual experiences was with a guy, or?
Yeah, you were probably like 8 years old or something, right?
I was about like 9 or 10.
How many?
Look, kudos for picking that. Yeah, come on. And then this scrambles the wiring that's developing in your brain in terms of the sort of trajectory of sexual orientation. It makes it sort of confused, and that sort of an arousal pattern deveps that wasn't supposed to have been there.
How do you get into hermaphrodites? Where do you find them these days?
Well, I read a lot of Japanese anime and stuff like that, and in Japan that's kind of a big thing over there. It's like, their gods are hermaphrodites, and it's kind of a very big sexual thing.
Ooh.
I just kind of always liked that since I was about 11 or 12.
Hold on a second. Calling all nerds. That's super nerd. When you start getting into that Japanese animation,
was masturbating to it.
And when you start beating off to drawings and you're not in prison, that is super nerddom right there. And you're not even beating off to the physical form. You're beating off to the craftsmanship of the drawing.
No,
I'm convinced.
No, he likes the multisexual being.
Alan?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the fantasy is what he
started off with the drawings, but I mean, I started looking at real like females and transvestites and.
All right. Well, be that as it may, you've got some wiring issues, some confusion about your sexual identity.
What do you do for a living? Some with computers.
Don't feel like I'm gay, though.
You don't feel like you're what?
I don't feel like I'm a homosexual. I just because I definitely am very attracted to women also.
Yeah, you just sort of they got to have a male genitalia.
Yeah,
right.
That's off to Johnny Sacco. He's not gay.
Are you afraid of female genitalia? Do they evoke anxiety or anything?
No. Well, previously to this girl, yes, because I'd had some bad experiences with
vaginas.
Right, not so nice vaginas, but in this.
What did they attack, or what the vaginas do to you?
Well, okay. When I was 13 years old, one of the first girls I had a sexual experience with tied me to the bed and got me naked, and I was under the impression we were going to have sex. Instead of having sex with me, she pretty much first she mashed her vagina in my face, and then she left the room and came back with everybody else who lived in her apartment, and they all took pictures of me and laughed at me and humiliated me, and she on me. So
perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
While the neighborhood watched, she peed on you?
Just the people. She lived in an apartment with she had roommates, and they all came in the room and watched.
And watched her pee on you.
Right.
Where did you meet this person? This is getting more interesting all the time.
At debutante ball.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I can say it on the air, but I met her at Denny's restaurant.
I think you can say that. Why not? And was she much older than you?
Yeah, she was like 23 or 24.
So it was a criminal act then?
Technically, yes.
Yeah. If it was done to if it was a 22-year-old guy doing it to a 13-year-old girl,
oh my God,
it'd be a criminal act. This is just a serious goof on. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, it was definitely not cool of her. She took advantage of me, I feel, but
Was she good looking?
She was okay. She wasn't, she wasn't
ultra supermodel hot.
Right, she was just okay, and I found out later.
Where did she pee on you? Your chest, face, groin?
Kind of just everywhere, mostly on my face and my.
And she sort of got and kind of straddled you.
She kind of stood up on the bed over me.
And it was her bed, right?
Yeah.
So she just kind of whizzed all over her bed.
Pretty much.
Pardon me for laughing, but.
No. I mean, I can laugh at it. I don't hold resentment toward it anymore.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
But I don't know if in reference to the transvestite thing, could the the utter absence of a mother and any female presence in my life and my entire life have anything to do with that?
Yes.
Okay, so Alan.
A lot of stuff.
In summary, a lot of stuff to go on.
Abandonment, abuse, the trifecta.
Here's what you need.
And some nutball peeing on you.
You ready?
Yeah.
You need a therapist, and she needs to be a female therapist. Female therapist, and you're not getting married for a little while. You're 19, for Christ's sake.
Yes. And listen, that has to be a therapist you're sort of not attracted to and you don't like. You know what I mean? Because if it's somebody that he really finds, this person fits with me, not good. Not good. Just somebody who knows what they're doing is what you need to be with.
Right. Let's ask real quick. Kim?
Hi.
You were listening to the show last night when I was saying I haven't let a good fart go in about 3 months?
Yeah.
It's breaking my heart.
I know.
And I've been eating anything and everything. No smell has come forth from my ass in months.
I like Kim's empathy, too. It's like, I know it.
It's rough. And especially when you used to be on top. You know what I mean? People respected you. They looked up to you.
Yeah, now you're a pushover.
It's nothing. I got nothing. I'm a paper lion.
Okay, well, I got something that'll work.
All right. This better be good.
It is. Okay. I know it works because I got chewed out by my mom last night. It's not me. Sugarless candy.
What?
Yeah, my dad's a diabetic.
Sorbitol? The sorbitol candy?
I don't know. I bought it at a candy store, and it was a peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
And something with nuts in it.
It's just crazy enough to work, but if I go down and find some dietetic candy and take it and a poof of air comes out of my ass with no scent attached to it, I'm going to come looking for you, Kim.
There's a lot of scent.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. That was you?
Freaking out and told me I can't buy him that anymore.
What are you doing?
He's had the action.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Why
something
no?
else. It's something else.
Yeah, but a peanut butter cup with no sugar in it's not going to give me anything good.
No. Pasta fazool. Nah.
That's Jimmy's dish.
Yeah.
I got to get a good gas dish. Please call in if you know a good gas dish.
You have to experiment. Everybody's different.
I'm trying everything. I'm getting nothing. Nothing. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back. LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 105 Alternative. San Francisco.
Dr. Drew, phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Drew's got his headphone cords hooked up in his chair, so sounds good.
Horrible.
All right, we're out here in Wilmington, North Carolina. Drew is he's on the move. He's looking at sites. He wants to know when things were built. Wants to know what year the statues went up and who they're of, and nobody seems to care but him. Now he can't get his chair over the
carpet.
Over the carpet, and he's stuck. But this happens every time I travel with Drew. He's, oh, hey, what is this? I don't know. And we're driving the van. Oh, look at this building. What is this? Some sort of town hall? Yeah. I don't know.
Just George Washington slept there, right?
Yeah, look at this statue. Who is this guy? Some sort of Civil War general? Yeah.
I'm so amazed by this people in the South that they have like zero. It's like Civil War. What? Huh?
I told you, Drew. Yeah. It's a fresh wound that is not healed yet. It's uncomfortable. You bringing it up. You know what I mean? A lot of them have relatives, fresh in the grave from this war. You gotta mind your etiquette, Drew. All right, who we talking to?
Never was Phil.
Oh yeah, the disappointing Phil.
Yeah.
So Phil,
dynamic Phil. Yeah.
Yes. Phil, you cannot finish the job anymore sexually, and you were able to a few years ago.
I have been able to up till about 6 months ago, right?
Oh, okay.
What changed 6 months ago? Medication?
No, nothing like that.
You have a steady girl?
Yeah, we've been together almost 5 years now.
Now, how are your feelings for her? Have they changed?
No, not at all. I'm gonna propose to her probably in the next few months here. And
maybe that's what you're freaking out about.
Think you're nervous?
No, not at all. I mean, is just kind of something that happened unexpectedly. It happens more when I wear a condom.
All right, makes sense.
Right.
What? Why are you wearing a condom after 5 years?
Well, just like if she's on antibiotics and she can't take the pill or something like that.
Very good, very good.
All right.
Well done.
So it happens more, so all right, that makes sense. It's sort of a sensitivity
Is
thing.
the fact that it happened kind of make you anxious and preoccupied about it happening again?
Sort of, or like during it, I'll be thinking like after a while, it's like I'll start thinking about it, and then it's just I think that kind of
that makes it worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
No medicine, nothing.
No.
No vitamins, supplements, anything?
No, nothing like that.
What about when you masturbate? How's that going?
Once a day, like clockwork, no problem.
Why don't you hold off on that, huh? Hold off for about a week and then watch what happens.
Yep. Mount St. Helens.
There you go. Good times. Problem solved.
Start spelling Phil with an F.
I like that.
I mean?
Yeah, he's filled. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be filled, not Phil.
Yeah, all right, Drew. You knew the joke, though. Jackass.
You know what I like about guys like Phil, though? It's like, hey, here's the solution. They're like, oh, whoa, wait a minute here.
Once a day, like clockwork. Yeah. All right, so stop that and figure that out. No,
Nathan.
It's all good, though.
27. Now, what happened here?
You didn't punch him up.
Yeah. Nathan?
Yes.
What's going on?
Drew, Adam, I just want to say I love you guys. I've been listening to you guys ever since I was 17.
Oh.
Thanks, Nathan.
Good times.
No problem. I've been dating my girlfriend for about 2 years now, and just like in the last 6 months, I've not been physically or sexually attracted to her.
Why?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I see like other girls, like like in the mall or at work or at the store or something. I'm actually physically and sexually attracted to them.
So you're not into your girlfriend?
Not my girlfriend, though.
You're not into her, though?
I'm not. I mean, I'm not into her anymore.
You're done.
It's over.
Well, I mean, I know, but I mean, I've been with her for about 2 years. I mean,
well, how could you possibly be?
Yeah, but listen, as you get a little more seasoned, like Dr. Drew over here, you start to realize that things have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Jobs, schooling, relationships, friends, and intimate relationships too. So maybe this has reached the end part of the trilogy.
Mm.
Okay.
Is this your first long-term relationship?
No, I've had a couple others. Did
you have trouble ending those?
No, because they actually got ended on me.
They cheated. Yeah. Well, here's the deal. It's your turn. For whatever reason, this relationship has sort of run out of steam for you, and
well, unless something that she pack on a bunch of weight or she get burned by acid or something.
No, that's not it. I don't know. I mean, like, I like her. I like being with her. Her attitude and what we do together. When we hang out together and stuff like that. But when it comes down to intimacy and being attracted, it just isn't there.
All right.
Yeah. Are you living with her?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you are? Well, that's tough. You guys in an apartment?
Yeah, we're in an apartment.
Yeah. Someone may have to move out.
Yeah.
Yeah. She gonna freak out, you think?
Yeah, because she was sexually abused when she was younger, and like really low self-esteem and everything.
Oh boy.
Well, tell her you went gay. That's really
Adam, I'm not like that.
Well, I'm telling you, if you care about the girl's feelings, you'll tell her you're gay. That's all I'm saying. But look, if you're not into her, Anderson, get rid of Nathan, would you please? If you're not into this person, you're not doing them any favors. Even if they were sexually abused or they're fragile emotionally, you're still not doing them any favors by just killing time with them.
Not at all.
There is somebody out there that's into them.
Right.
And they need to find that person, and that person's not you.
Yeah.
All right, Drew.
Yeah.
We gonna take a break?
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these Datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the Dateline and actually met a cool guy.
I called the Dateline and I hooked up with some cool people.
Believe it or not, other normal people are out there looking too.
877-889-DATE.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. All right, let's get to the phones. I feel like I'm in a Volkswagen commercial whenever that plays.
Yeah. It has that sound in it. Yeah.
Did,
Fisher Spooner.
Fisher Spooner.
Did
I was going to say, it seems like most, I don't have anything funny to say about this, but a lot of car commercials aim toward the younger crowd these days. Lots of 20-year-olds buying their cars.
Civics and VWs and,
Yeah, Mitsubishi has a lot of that, just sort of younger people out enjoying the car. Honda's doing that with that new van and stuff, whatever that thing is. I don't remember that back in the day. It used to be Ricardo Montalban would get up there and talk to your dad.
For a Velara, yeah.
About this car. There's medallions in the taillight. You know it's a finely crafted automobile. There's plastic that blooms stuck in the taillights. But it used to seem like commercials, or maybe I was just young and thought a 22-year-old guy was an old man.
Ooh.
But it just seemed like cars were something I don't know. It's like they went toward dads, not like college kids.
It's interesting, and the cars cost 8 times as much now too.
Yeah, but relatively,
still a lot.
Still a lot. Really?
Remember when $8,000 used to be a tremendous price for a car?
Yeah, they're $18,000, but the minimum wage is like $8, whereas it was $1.65. So I mean, it's going up. 600%.
No, it's just like you guys seem like teenagers.
Yeah.
Your voices are like old.
Good time. Dave, what's up? 34.
Not much, but you're right. Yeah, but I'll tell you, a grocery bagger can't afford to spend $20,000 on a car.
Yeah, that's what it seems to me.
It's very expensive. I don't know. They need to rethink their ads. They need to go back for dad.
Yeah, they got a bunch of, and the other thing too is, all the guys that are driving the cool cars are slacker snowboarders. It's like they do these commercials like me and Toby and Scooter
They don't even have a job.
Nickel. We all hopped in our new Ford or new Honda. We did a road trip and we stopped here and we met these chicks. And I'm like, where do you stoner slackers get $22,000?
Well,
all right, Dave.
I don't know. All right. Been married for 9 years. Been with the same girl. We dated for like 4 years even before that. Been together with her forever, since she was out of high school. And, we're young people. We've experimented with maybe other partners, so forth, whatever. Guys and girls, I've had buddies.
South Florida or Northern Florida?
Northern Florida.
Northern Florida.
Cold. We have a winter here.
And you said you've done some swinging with guys and girls?
Yeah, with friends of ours, just to mix it up a little bit, whatever.
Do the guys have sex with your wife?
Yes.
And no problems there, huh?
No, not at all.
What are you doing usually?
We're involved, both, 2 guys and a girl. There's, one guy's doing one thing, the other guy's...
Right. Oh, so you're not just fanning with the towel like a corner man or anything?
No, not at all.
Okay.
That's my question. When we've had some of her girlfriends over, that's what she's doing.
She's just hanging out and watching.
Yeah. And
does she get upset that you're with the girls?
No, not at all. But I don't believe it. I'm just a little curious. I know she's not bisexual, or she's totally straight. Both of us are totally straight. But I don't know if it's whether she just is embarrassed to maybe do something that she, maybe she might feel embarrassed if I saw her with another woman, or...
Well, she doesn't want to be with a woman.
Well, see, that's my thing. But I think she does. That's the whole kicker.
Yeah. You think she does?
Well,
That's right.
Hey, I know this woman like the back of my hand.
No. I mean, it's like when I was young, I knew Wonder Woman wanted me. I used to watch the TV. I could tell she was looking at me.
We met Adrian Barbeau finally. Look how that worked.
No, but Dave, here's what I'm saying. When there is your wife and there's another guy you've brought into the bedroom,
right?
You're not cupping the guy's nuts.
No, absolutely.
You're doing stuff with your wife.
Absolutely.
So now we swap out the guy for a girl, and she's doing something with you.
Right.
Shouldn't your wife be doing stuff with you?
Yeah, why do you insist that she do something with the girl?
I don't insist at all. I'm just curious I just wanted input from you guys, and maybe, she very well may not want to do anything.
Here's the reality.
Well,
this is the reality. Reality is she doesn't want to do anything with the girl, because if she were into it, she'd do it. And she has lots of feelings about you being with the girl, but is just biting a hole in her goddamn lip.
Well, maybe so.
I guarantee it.
Well, wait a minute, Mr. Intuition. You're the guy who a second ago says she wants to be with a woman, yet she just stands there and doesn't capitalize on it.
Stand there. She's there, but she doesn't ever, doing,
Well, why wouldn't she do something with a woman if she wants to do something with a woman?
I think that maybe she would, she thinks that maybe I would think that's weird or something.
Really? The guy who stands by while another guy nails his wife?
And the guy who's encouraging her to go with the woman, who can't wait to see her do something with a woman?
I've never tried to encourage her. I'm just curious I just have a feeling that she might want to maybe try it sometime.
And you've never said that to her?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, obviously, that's what I'm talking about.
But she doesn't have a whole lot to say about it. So.
Yeah, she's not into it. Even though you're urging her on, she's not into it, because the whole thing is not working for her, I guarantee you.
All right, cool.
She is biting a hole in her lip, and this somehow or another, this will out. Something will come of this.
Well, we haven't done anything in a long time. But
you guys don't have kids, do you?
We do. We have one.
All right. Well, that's enough. That's enough now.
Oh, well, we haven't done anything since the child has been here.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm guessing also one of the reasons you're not doing anything is she's not a big fan of this.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Good for me.
All right. Good times.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right. All right. Thanks, Dave.
Bye.
The guys are very good at it.
Denial. It's denial.
Well, yeah, but it's not only is it a denial, it's a sort of imposed scenario.
Yeah. Yeah, it's their reality or no reality.
I know she wants to be with a woman, yet she stands by every time a woman comes into the bedroom and doesn't get involved.
It must be about me. That must be about me, too. It must be that she's afraid that she'll think that I freak out if I'll see her with a woman.
Yeah, even though you've encouraged her to be with a woman.
And it was not sort of a light encouragement either.
Yeah.
He's busting out wanting her to do it. She knows that.
I know. And look, that is... when you're standing by while your husband's going to town with one of your friends, that I would call that a form of protest.
She's saying the Lord's Prayer or something. She's begging to God for the strength to get through this.
All right, the Lord's Prayer. Aren't all prayers the Lord's Prayer?
Yeah.
Why does he need? He needs a specific one? Is that God is my shepherd? Let's say I go through the valley of death.
That's a good one.
Fear no evil.
That's the one she should be saying. Yeah, that's it.
Now, which one is that?
Something out of the Bible.
That's not the Lord's Prayer, though.
No.
All right. Amanda?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Okay. Dr. Drew, I was born with hepatitis B. My dad, I guess, got it from when he was in Vietnam War. He told my mother he had gotten it from eating off a man's fork. My dad is bisexual, so I'm guessing he got it through sex.
I think that's a good bet.
Maybe he just mispronounced fork.
Well, my dad is Norwegian, so it's possible.
Yeah. He was forking this guy in the ass. And I got the hepatitis B.
Adam, I also want to say to you that I'm very jealous of your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound very hot, so.
Yeah, I'm hot. You should see me sometime.
I wish I could, but I think you're all the way down in California, and I'm all the way up in Seattle.
Yeah, but you got a television, right?
Yeah, actually I do. I've just never tried watching your show. I just never thought of it before.
Never. You have any idea what I look like?
No, but I'm guessing you're about...
You didn't see him back in the MTV... Didn't see us back in the MTV days?
No, this is my guess on him. He's about 5'6", short, medium brown hair,
Bingo.
balding towards the back.
No.
Bingo. Wait, hold on.
Are you balding?
What's balding toward the back mean? Hold on, shut up. What's balding toward the back?
Like a
friar?
Small circle.
Small circle in the back. Okay. All right, keep going.
Let's see. Semi-muscular.
Right.
So far, she describes somebody very hot.
Good-looking body.
What kind of body?
Very good-looking.
Good-looking body.
And basically, I don't know.
What color? What coloring? Color hair? Color
Medium
eyes?
brown, kind of short.
Short hair, yeah.
Eyebrows?
Blue eyes, I'm guessing.
Oh, blue eyes. Eyebrows?
Semi-bushy.
Eyebrows. Well, of course, Drew. You let her.
How good was I?
Well, you
missed everything.
I'd say you're off.
Yeah,
and
everything.
Pretty far off. Pretty far off.
Well, that's my dream.
I don't look bad naked though, but I'm 6'2".
I always think of you that way in my dreams.
You think 5'6", huh?
Yeah.
Why short guy?
We always get
You're
short.
not that short because I'm only 5'7.5".
No, he's 6'2".
Really?
I know. I'm asking why.
It's your voice. I guess I could put you in that little. Okay, you know how you guys say like when girls were molested at young ages, they sound like a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tall guys, if they like have a short personality, they sound short. I guess.
Whatever.
Hold on a second.
Anyways,
wait.
Sometimes I think to myself when I'm driving home, what if they find someone who can do this job better than you? What if they pull you off the air? Maybe you're not so good, and then people call the show in, and I just relax.
Yeah.
Like, people call this show not only cannot convey a thought, they cannot convey their own thoughts, which is an interesting thing. Like, it's one thing to be able to describe the principles of flight. It's another thing to just describe what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, Amanda, as you know, there's these guys who are tall, but they have the
short-sounding voice.
Short-sounding voice. Because of balding in the back.
just slightly. But anyways, can I get back to my question?
Yes, please.
All right, but you don't. You're not interested. Well, yeah, I got it. No, wait a minute. I'm still fascinated. A, you're not interested in if you're right or wrong in your description at all. And B,
I'm interested in you.
See how that works?
B, it could be. You could very easily find out what I look like. Couldn't you?
On the web?
I
just look up LoveLine on the web or Adam Carolla on the web, right?
Yeah, I never knew that. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but can I get back to my question, please?
Sorry.
Okay. I was born with hepatitis B, and I was told that it can be transmitted through saliva, vaginal secretions, semen,
very contagious.
blood.
Very contagious.
Whatever. But, okay, which is more contagious, through vaginal secretions or through saliva?
Well, vaginal secretions in that you're having much more intimate contact with vaginal secretions.
Yes.
It's not as though there's more virus there that I'm aware of.
Okay, because, I don't know. I've been very sexually interactive for the last 2 years.
It says 50 guys in 2 years.
Over that, possibly, I don't know.
And you haven't told any of these guys?
I've told a few, and the few that I've told don't really care.
Oh, you gotta call infection control. You gotta call the county health department.
Typhoid Mary.
Hey, this is serious.
One guy that I was with, he thought that he wanted to be with me the rest of his life, and I keep getting moved away from him. And he says he doesn't care because he wants me to be with him for the rest of his life.
Well, now you have chronic hepatitis B?
That's one guy out of the 49.
I'm a carrier.
So you don't have active hepatitis?
Not that I know of.
You have what's called chronic persistent hepatitis.
Yeah.
We used to call it that anyway.
Hey, hold on a second, though. I'm sorry, Drew. Go ahead. I mean, I got a bunch of questions.
Okay.
Amanda, what's happened to you? What's wrong? Were you a drug addict? Are you a drug addict?
I only just started drinking on my 17th birthday. Other than that, I don't do anything.
Also not a good idea with your hepatitis, right?
No, but I don't drink actively. I drink socially every once in a while.
Okay, and did you get placed in foster homes or anything like that?
Yeah, actually, I was at 8 years old. And also, to answer your other question, which I know that you're going to ask me, I was molested at 3 years old by the same man that transmitted the disease to me.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 3 years old at a public pool.
Just one time?
As far as I know.
How much work can you get done at a public pool?
He was changing me. I was told that it was with a pencil. That's what I told my mom, I guess, but I don't know. She said that she found out that I was molested because after being penetrated, I was bleeding profusely.
Oh, my God.
With a pencil?
Yeah. She says that's how it happened, while he was changing me after playtime with my sisters.
At a public pool?
Yeah.
He put a pencil inside you?
Yeah, that's what I was told.
In one time?
As far as I know, but I'm not positive. That's what I want to try to find my dad to try to get this straightened out, but I have no way to find him because he's a registered SO. I have no way to find him at all.
He's registered as what?
Sex offender.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I wouldn't pursue finding Dad.
No, would not. But do you see a hepatologist, a liver specialist?
I have.
Hold on a second. Maybe there's another with the Norwegian thing. Maybe he was trying to say, penis.
And it came out as pencil?
Yes. Yes, I violated my daughter with my penis. And he was trying to say penis. You see, Drew? It's like he was trying to say the F word earlier, and it came out fork. Oh, boy. Amanda's a mess, though. Where's your mom?
My mom is in Cloverdale, but no, I told my mom what had happened. I guess I had seen
I know, but how did your mom lose custody of you?
Because she was a big drug addict when I was growing up with her. I was taken away at 8 years old.
All right, so I'm going to let Drew talk to you about hepatitis for 10 seconds, but let me first say this.
Okay.
Amanda, you've been through a lot.
Yes, I have.
And you're smart.
Thank you.
But maybe not as smart as you think you are, and you're doing a ton of acting out.
Oh yeah, well she knows that.
A ton, and you got to slow down.
But you're harming people. I mean, you're a dangerous weapon at this point.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I was in a treatment center for 5 years.
Amanda, a certain percentage of these guys are going to die of liver disease.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And some of them may get what's called a fulminant hepatitis. They may get really sick. They may already have been really sick.
Most of them probably already have a form of hepatitis because they're all shooters.
That's Hep C. You add in Hep B, that's bad news. So, look, maybe you can get the hepatitis B eradicated. Maybe really see a hepatologist and really get the interferon going and the ribavirin and all this stuff. And there are ways to try to eradicate the hepatitis.
Well, I was told that it naturally leaves the system, but I've now had it for 17 years.
No, it's not going to be with you.
All right, but Amanda, you got to get some therapy, and you got to stop acting out. Okay? No more sex for a while.
The reason why I have sex so much is because I was basically taught that.
Now I know
you're showing love to somebody.
Look, I know you got screwed up. I'm telling you to stop acting screwed up.
And you really should know. You should notify.
Well, try harder, would you please?
You should notify your county health department.
Jesus Christ!
Because they got to contact these guys and make sure they don't then go out and spread it to another 50 people, each of them.
I'd just like to take Amanda's dad and just ram an M80 up his ass. I really would.
Yeah.
You know why? Because these guys create these monsters, and I know that sounds horrible, but I mean, you create these things, and then you unleash them on society.
Well, Mom played a little role here, too.
Mom needs a nice...
ass kicking.
She needs a nice hepatitis douching herself, with followed up by a M80 as well. She needs a hepatitis douche with an M80 tampon. Do they make those...
Colorful.
They make novelty tampons.
Exploding tampons?
Well, you know, they make those loads you put in the cigarettes. They blow up, you know?
Yeah.
It seems like they could do one of those.
Tampons that have, make sound effects.
When you pull them out? Yeah. I think they do that anyway, Drew. All right, so Amanda, just stop. And listen, all you horribly effed up people out there, I'm sorry for what happened to you. And I know your way of showing love is getting affection okay, stop it. You're spreading hepatitis all over North America. Jesus Christ. Maria?
Hi.
You're 17?
Yeah. I had a question kind of for Dr. Drew.
All right, hold on a second.
Got that voice.
Yeah, I can't take her right now. We'll get to her. This guy's sucking on nitrous.
Take a break.
Hold on.
Oh, where? Huh?
Michael?
Who is asleep? Hear him?
Well, maybe he got too much nitrous.
Absolutely. There he is. Nice.
Sucks nitrous oxide out of a balloon to get high. How bad is this? Well,
we have a little example of it here.
I was trying to eat some nitrous at the dentist on Monday, but it wasn't taken. Drew, what can I do about that?
Hey, Adam. When I wave and I'm saying it's like 10:20, it's time to go to break, and you just ignore me and you go to another call, what is that?
Just not interested.
It's time to go to break, though. I mean, that's my...
I know, but I'm looking at the clock, and it's 11:20 and 39 seconds.
We're supposed to go to break at 11:20.
I know. We'll go to break. I was just going to back sell this thing.
You're a heavyweight.
We're going to break.
And we're solving your problem for you.
Oh, yeah. We're going to break. We usually go. We go for a little while. So, I love the kids. And it's hard for me to break away from them. Let me explain what these commercial breaks are like. You know, when a mother is... her kids are going back to Saudi Arabia with their horribly abusive dad, and she's at the airport, and she's hanging on to them, and she's crying, "Oh, my babies." That's what you guys are like.
Before you go to break.
Yeah, and this is like the airport.
It feels like that.
It's like a 4-minute plane ride. I can't take it.
So I'm like the guy at the little station where I got to do security, and I'm like, all right, back off.
You're the kidnapping, abusive.
Because I'll just stop. I mean, I guess I'm just waiting.
No, I like it when you point. Lets me know it's time to go.
You like to be able to ignore me because if I don't do anything, then you have nothing.
No, but listen, I'm not going to dive on the drop button the second you point. You point means it's time for commercial. All right,
you do
I
at
acknowledge
least make
that.
a mental note. Okay,
absolutely. Please go ahead. Keep doing it. If anything, you get a little exercise. All right, we'll be back.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine is brought to you by Trojan, America's #1 condom, the most trusted for over 80 years. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on 105 Alternative, San Francisco.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Go. Come on.
It's always like it's always like a sound. Wazoo.
That's right, everybody. He went to Amherst. He has his doctorate degree. Yeah, and he can bust a rhyme. Do they still say bust a rhyme? No.
I never said that.
I'm way behind. It's too hot.
In here?
No. It's hot outside.
Oh.
It's humid. Hair's heavy.
Yeah.
Sweating weather.
Listen, go spend 2 days in Phoenix.
Yeah.
You'll be kissing the ground. You'll be loving life here in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah. It's like going to Alaska in the winter.
Yeah. I got off a bus at a bachelor party about a year ago in Baker. It's about 118, 119.
Good times.
I found myself moving as if I was trying to escape the heat because it felt like I was standing next to
a furnace.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it's really weird, but it's like once in a while you're standing around and you feel a heat source and you realize you're by the radiator of a bus or something.
Yeah, so
like
you
something.
move away.
So you move away.
Yeah.
It's like blowing some hot air.
Exactly. You start moving away like you got like an agitated animal on a hot plate or something. You're like, I got to get away. I'm heating up. Then you slow down.
And then eventually you die.
Then it's like you're in molasses. It's like it's too hot to move fast. It's like,
yeah, that's why I have this conversation with every jack-off cab driver in Vegas who loves to bash the hell out of Los Angeles whenever they pick me up from the airport. I mean, first off, I'm never in Vegas for more than 11 hours. But the idiot who picks me up, and by the way, Vegas is just become like a refuge for the damned. You know what I mean? It's like purgatory for everyone who couldn't cut it in any other part of this country. Of course, there's Florida, but Florida is for like felons and the criminally insane and the unemployable. Vegas is for the meth head chain smokers who want to drive a hack and hack up a lung while they're driving the hack. Right?
Yeah.
They're at least work.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Florida's for the guys
no counts in Florida.
Florida's the guys who fake they get the fake disability papers and they're sucking off the government teeth.
It's no counts. But in Vegas they're working, but they're strung out.
They're working, but they're insane. And I don't know what heat and speed. I don't know why there's a connection there.
It's heat, desert, and speed.
Yeah, it's desert.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the ugliest thing ever. But anyway, every time I go to Vegas, I'm staying there for 12 hours. And some jackoff picks me up at the airport, and he says, "Where are you coming in? L.A.? Oh yeah, used to live out that way, but gang violence, the earthquakes,
I hate it. I'm never going back.
Corrosive smog. Yeah, never riding, never gonna go back there." And I'm always like, "Hey, Dick, I'm going back there in 6 hours." And by the way, what is this? How you get a tip out of somebody? I finally had an ass full of this guy. I said, "Look. Say what you will about L.A., but if this cab broke down in L.A., I could walk to the hotel. If this cab breaks down now, I will die on the way to the hotel. Do you understand me? I'll get about 70 feet from the cab.
Yeah.
I'll collapse.
Yeah.
Then I'll see a mirage, and I'll start eating sand, thinking it's water. Idiots. I don't trust people who live in hot climates, Drew. I don't trust them. Every time I go there during the summer, I look around, I go, who lives here?
Yeah.
I don't trust any of you. And then you find out. Then the worst is when some guy tells you what he does. Like, what do What do you in? I do roofing and blown insulation. It's like, oh.
Yeah, the heat.
I install air conditioning units, ducting, things like that. It's like, so you're up in the attic. Yeah, it's not so much of an attic, more of a crawl space. It's like, oh, really? Really? Not hot enough for you? Got to get up in the crawl space?
Wow.
All right. Stacy,
Hi.
you're 19?
Yes, I am.
What's up? Oh, yeah, your boyfriend can't orgasm anymore.
Yeah, it's been about 2 or 3 weeks, and we're assuming it was because of stress. But
Are you having sex and he can't climax?
Right.
Is he on medication?
Yes, plenty.
Well, there you go. What medicine's he on?
I was on Paxil, but I stopped taking it a couple of months ago.
No, him.
Him?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No,
on
man.
Oh, he's not on anything. That's interesting.
Hmm?
Maybe
sure he's not taking yours?
Yeah, it was long enough for the effects to go away, though. Like it's been a couple months since I stopped taking the Paxil.
No, he's the one that can't come, right?
Let me talk
Right.
Yeah, Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, your boyfriend has a problem, right?
Yeah.
So when we say he and how long have you known him and things like that, that means we're talking about your boyfriend.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So when we say, is he on medication, we're interested
All right, I understand
he's
that.
on medication.
But she and he are a lot like the same words. Sometimes you miss the S.
But when we were talking about you, we wouldn't say she. We'd say you.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you were a horse or a naval vessel.
Yeah, or not heterosexual, but
Yeah, but hold on a second. Let me tell you something else. Speaking of he and she. And Drew, she makes a valid point, but touche, yeah, we wouldn't call you she if we were talking about
This
you,
back
goofball.
to push and pull, right?
Yes. First order of business. First order of business. Whose retard idea was it to make push and pull start with the same 2 letters?
It sounds so close, huh?
You're walking, it's the diner, it's crowded, you're talking on a cell phone, you got a nice stride going, a nice pace, you hit the door. It's that aluminum frame commercial door.
Yep.
Pow! Thing's got the bells hanging off it.
Yep.
You run a diner. You need to know when everyone's coming and going. Can't you see when someone comes into your diner? But you whack the thing because it said pull and you pushed it and you didn't slow down enough to process the 3rd letter. You just stuck with the P and the U and rolled the dice. Everyone in the diner turns and looks. Who's the retard who's trying to ram his way through the door? Push and pull. Ridiculous. People think I'm kidding when I say this stuff, but I'm angry about that. Why are we going through society like this?
My thought balloon is, I got to work on my kids' reading. I got to make sure they're expert readers because poor Adam Carolla goes through life not being able to see complete words.
Push and yank. What's so tough about that? But listen, I'm gonna keep going with this.
Yeah.
Like I don't like micro and macro.
Ooh.
I don't like inner and inter and things like that.
Inter and intra.
Inter and intra. Yeah. I don't like micro means cannot be seen with the human eye, and macro means as big as the world. Really? Yeah. They should be almost the same. Almost the same word. I don't go for that.
Okay.
Spread it up. Yank and push. Who's going to argue with me on this one?
We're all with you.
Yeah.
Especially, I just like the word yank on the outside of
I do too.
Diners and drugstores. I think that'd be great.
Or just have one word have like 16 letters in it.
Why don't we just become like Hawaiians and just put the symbol?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Fine with that.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
All right. Push and pull should not start with a PU. Idiots. It should have been around years ago. Who are we talking to? Stacy. Stacy?
Hi.
Yeah. And I was thinking of changing the he-she part until Drew pointed out we wouldn't call you she. We'd call you you.
And so he is not on medication.
He is not.
And he does not do drugs.
He does smoke marijuana, but that's it.
Has he been smoking more lately?
No, not really.
Well,
I mean, there was like a week or so where he didn't really do it at all, and then
is there any stresses in his life? Anything bothering him?
Yeah.
right now, like, he can't get his car license, and so he would try to drive it to work, and then he got pulled over the other day and got two $83 tickets. And
good times.
He got pulled over twice?
No, like when he got pulled over, he got 2 tickets because the one was for not having his car license. Because, like, the reason he didn't get it done was because he has to pay $250 for sales tax, and he's got to save up the money.
Yeah. Well, he lives, where do you call him, from Kansas City?
Uh-huh.
It'd be like $800 out here. Wait, he got an $83 ticket?
But when you're elected...
Hold on a second. What do you do for that $83 ticket? What do you have, an expired license?
Well, there were 2 tickets. The one was because of...
Man, are you stupid.
Wow.
Jesus
What?
Christ. Tell us both the tickets, please. Are you watching TV?
No. There's
Okay.
the license plate one, and then the other one is because he didn't have his license, he just has his permit.
So the car was
he got
registered.
pulled over for expired tabs, and
Yeah.
he had an expired driver's license as well.
Not the wisest way to go drive around town, but he's such a stoner. Stacy, the guy smokes too much pot. Let's face it. That's really the big issue here.
Okay.
He can't get his ass together.
All right. I'm done with talking. She's like, Stacy's doing something. She's like knitting a toaster cozy or something. She's involved with something other than this call. And I'm guessing
if she
possibly
isn't,
something other than life.
If she isn't involved in something, I'm very scared.
Me too. Yeah. Okay. I just keep thinking, what do you think those tickets would have been out here in Los Angeles? $83? You kidding? No.
Well, how about the registration? Would have been $1,200 or something.
Oh, man, am I going to straighten this out?
Yeah.
Wait till I get in charge. Oh, they got to vote me in. Push and yank. Push and yank, people. Melissa?
Yes.
You're 25.
Yes, sir.
What's
How
up?
are you guys doing?
Good.
Well, I'm 5 months pregnant, and prior to becoming pregnant, I smoked a lot of pot daily for, I don't know, probably since high school, graduated high school. And I quit smoking pot and smoking cigarettes when I found out. But I did smoke pot one time about 2.5 months ago. And I'm just wondering if there's any serious risk factors involved with that one time that I smoked pot.
We don't know.
Kid's fine.
We don't really know.
Yeah, we know.
No, you're probably fine.
When we know, I'll tell you how we know, because
I mean, I figured, but...
no one knew any of this stuff was bad. Cigarettes, booze. I mean, look, here's the deal. How many goddamn PSAs do we have to have about, you smoke a cigarette, your child is smoking a cigarette, you have a drink, moms in the 50s chain smoked and had 5 kids
totally
through
agree
5
with
pregnancies, and nothing happened.
Yeah, but Melissa, marijuana is a lot different than tobacco.
Yeah, I agree.
And tobacco
with you.
And we know tobacco has effect on gestational birth weights and whether or not the pregnancy is going to survive. And there's lots of things that tobacco does that's bad. Marijuana.
Which another question evolves.
Yeah.
I work in a totally smoke-filled environment because I work on Indian reservations, so they allow
like you're
smoking.
15 packs a day.
Yeah, secondhand smoke, first-rate killer. Last year alone in this country, 53,000 Americans died of secondhand smoke. Well documented by the people that lie.
Yes, I understand that. And I had asked my doctor at the beginning of my pregnancy if that's reason enough to get off work, and she said no.
I would agree.
Good.
I would agree.
Doctor's a saint, a human being
I
with
think
a brain.
she's a dumbass. That's why I switched. But
why?
it's reason enough to change the law and smoking in bars, but it's not reason enough to get off work.
Say it again.
I said secondhand smoke isn't reason enough to change the law about smoking in bars, but it's not reason enough to get an LOA from work.
Yeah. Well, it's a good point.
But
It shouldn't have been changed at the bar.
Well,
Listen,
yeah,
when I'm in charge, if you got a restaurant, if you want to make the whole goddamn restaurant smoking and call it smokers, fine. That's who you'll attract. That's who'll show up. If you want to make a smoking section, make a smoking section. Hey, if you don't like smoke, then you don't go to that place. Go to the smokeless place across the street. Let the market bear it out. I'm not going to start telling people what they can do in their own places. When stuff's legal.
That's what you should run on now.
And really,
that's your
listen,
platform.
all this take a vote BS for minority stuff, meaning, okay, I don't know what percentage of the population smokes in California, but it's probably,
15%. Okay? So every time that pussy Rob Reiner wants to take a vote, of course, you got 85% who don't engage, who don't use the product. You know, so it's like, listen, cigarettes are already $5 a pack. Yeah, they were $1.50 4 years ago. Now they're $5. I say I want to raise another $1, and then I want to take that $1 that we raise from each pack, and I want R.J. Reynolds to use that money for negative campaigns against their own company. Who's all in favor? And it's like, yeah, I'll tell you who's in favor. The 85% of people who aren't smokers are in favor. That's not democratic. Thank you.
There is some reason to give people sort of a disincentive to smoke, right? So make it hard and make it expensive.
Yeah, but
and then use some of that money to treat the consequences and to decrease the use.
But wait a second. This whole make it expensive thing it's the same BS the lawmakers do with the tickets. You know, well, we'll get them not to speed. We'll just rape them. We'll bend them over and sodomize them by the side of the freeway. It's very convenient. They just get a lot of money. Number one. Number two, that whole part, I just went and visited my grandmother. She's 90 years old. I'm sitting there, the phone's ringing. It's Kaiser. Not that, it's Kaiser Wilhelm. It's actually the old German Kaiser.
From the dead.
He's calling from the grave, wants to know where she is.
When's she coming in? Oh, my God.
No, it's Kaiser, the hospital.
Oh, my God.
And they're like, hey, where are you? You haven't been here in 4 hours. We need you to come back. We miss you. My grandmother and my grandfather, my grandfather smoked cigarettes, had a major heart attack when he was 68, and the doctor said, look, you keep smoking, you're going to have a major heart attack and you're going to die this time. So my grandfather quit smoking. Then he lived till 93, and from age 79 to 93, he went back and forth to Kaiser 7,000 times. It's more expensive if he dies at 69 of the major heart attack than it is him going to Kaiser 5,000 times. And by the way, Drew, I got to tell you something about people. When they get over about 85, they start breaking down.
No.
Yes. You don't know. No, you don't know.
Because of the toxins. It's the toxins you put in your
They
system.
become like cars that never get out of the shop.
Yes, and there's no way to prevent
Take a beat-up car, take a car, put 400,000 miles on it, and see how often it's going back and forth to the shop.
Particularly
That's
men,
what it is.
particularly males.
Okay, so
and after 85, aging becomes its own disease process.
Yes.
Aging is the disease.
Grandfather, and you're doing that. You're getting the in-home care, the nurses. You're going in and out of these halfway houses where you're staying there for a few days and recovering and back and forth. These surgeries, the whole thing is like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You're telling me if that car didn't just throw a rod when it was at 40,000 miles, somehow that's much more expensive? That's more expensive than what my grandfather did and what my grandmother's doing? How does that math work? I don't think anyone has that math. I just think that's BS. I think if my grandfather kept smoking, my grandmother smoked, they just keeled over in their late 60s, they'd be done. It's got to be cheaper. How much is a casket?
Jesus Christ.
Well, I just mean everything about the smoking. It just seems like a lie.
Let's continue discussing.
Where do I get in charge?
By the way, where can we pee together here? I missed that.
I'll use the sink.
All right, let's go.
All right, we'll be back.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody, LoveLine. Adam, Drew, and you. Okay, let's go to the phone and speak to Mark, who's 45. He's got a beef with something I said about cars at some point.
Well, first I got a few questions for you, Adam. Adam, my first question is...
Hold on a sec. Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead. I had to turn my headphones down again. Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, here's my first question for you, Adam. Whose hearing is better, Superman's or Dr. Drew's ability to hear someone drop a quarter in New York?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's funny, buddy.
Okay.
Shut up! I don't even know if Superman had great hearing, by the way.
Of course he did.
Aquaman had all that sonic stuff, right?
Superman had good eyesight, and he could fly, and he was strong, but they didn't make much over super hearing, did they?
They had, Adam, see, here's how inadequate your information is. He had X-ray vision.
Right, that's not hearing.
No.
Yeah.
That's what Adam's point was.
And Adam mentioned the fact that his eyesight wasn't that good.
No. I said I know he had good eyesight.
Yes.
And he could fly.
Right.
Hold on a second.
And he was strong.
Would you like Mark representing you, like in a court of law? Could you imagine Mark as your attorney? That would be a horrible, horrible nightmare. Mark.
Yes.
Okay. I mentioned the part where he had excellent vision.
Yes.
But we don't know about
and he
his
could
hearing.
fly, and he had super strength. I just said they didn't seem to make much over his hearing.
I would say that your question would be referred to as argumentative in a court of law. But my second question, Adam, what are you more likely to see? The Loch Ness Monster or Dr. Drew's pull out his wallet to pay for dinner?
Shut up! He does make a point there, Drew.
Okay, now I'm going to start ripping you, Adam, on your seemingly inadequate, inept knowledge of automobiles. You're the kind of guy that...
Seemingly.
You're the kind of guy that thinks MIT stands for the Mechanics Institute of Transmission.
MIT?
Now, you purported very boastfully and numerously how you are seemingly a millionaire. Yet the other week you mentioned you were on the computer looking at clone Shelby cars. Now, why would a man with your purported bankroll be looking at a clone car? What's next? You going to look for a restored Maverick? You couldn't tell the difference between a 426 Hemi or a side Oiler AC Cobra 427.
Yeah, I could.
and then you...
I know what a Hemi looks like. I bet you don't know what Hemi is short for.
Hemispherical combustion chamber.
All right, so you got lucky.
Punk. Throw another question at me, Adam.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Try your hardest shot.
All right. Listen, Mr. American Muscle, I'm going to toss...
Hey, that's the only way to go.
I'm going to toss some European questions to you. How about that? Let me ask you this.
You think
how many shut up. How many cubic inches in a liter?
60. Keep on going, Adam.
All right. Guy knows his business. Guy knows his business, but I'm going to the European department now, wise ass.
You can go to Lamborghini, Testarossa. You can go as far back as you want.
All right.
Ask him one question about a girl.
All right. All right. Tell me about the Lamborghini Miura.
The Lamborghini Miura was an adaptation prior to the Esplanada.
Yeah, keep going. Tell me about the car.
It was a transversely opposed V12.
All right.
Thank you. Had a famous...
Kid got lucky.
No.
Had
a famous Italian transmission, one of the most famous transmission, a ZF transmission.
Correct.
Yeah. What else?
Adam,
what else would you find that ZF transmission in? Give me a popular American racing car that you'd find that ZF transmission
I'm going to hurt you hard right now. De Tomasa Pantera had a ZF transmission.
Yeah, not a popular American racing car. I'm talking about the most popular American racing car.
What, the GT40?
Got lucky again. Anyone can get lucky 9 or 10 times in a row.
Dr. Drew, I've got a question.
Sure, Mark.
Seeing as Adam's penchant for pornography, here's the hypothetical scenario.
Oh, my God.
Adam's house...
This guy ever get laid? You ever get laid? Here's the difference between you and I, Mark.
Yes.
Let me explain.
Well, first
yes, you have a nice working knowledge of automobiles. I will grant you that. Here's what makes me the superior being.
No.
Yeah. A, I make a living. B, I have other interests and hobbies.
I do for a living, Adam. I'm retired restoring valuable European motor cars.
Oh, you should know, Mark.
Yeah. And how the ladies treating you?
Adam, to tell you the truth, I only date Asian women.
Right.
And I have...
Anyone who spoke a lick of English would kill themselves the first weekend with you.
What's the question you have, Mark?
Okay. Doctor
Yes,
Drew.
sir. Yes.
Adam...
I'm thoroughly entertained by this, by the way.
I am, too.
Down.
It's burning down?
Okay. He can only take one article out of his home.
It's taboo, too.
Choices are his family portrait or his director's cut of Taboo 2.
Oh, it's Taboo
Which
2.
one does he
Drew's intelligence with those sort of bizarre
And I
hypotheticals.
just want to let Adam know I made a fortune on his proclivity for masturbation because I've invested in Kleenex futures.
Oh, did you ever come up with the heated couch? Mark might be the guy for this.
Yeah, it's just kind of jackass. I want getting rich off my brilliant ideas.
And if you were in Vegas, seeing as already Adam is banging his wife's teeth with a tablespoon, what's the over/under on the longevity of Adam's marriage?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Could be. I think it's gonna make it. I think
Vegas.
This guy listens every night.
We got the white Don King calling the show too with the vocab.
And also, how do you feel Adam's masturbation perpetual habit cuts into his intimacy with his wife?
Well, I brought this up a number of times. I think that will be an issue someday.
I let her hang out when I beat off.
You have never allowed your wife to beat off because her vision isn't that great.
Huh? Oh, to see your penis. See, it's a small penis joke.
Yeah, but still, it's very horribly worded, though. All right, Mark.
Shut up!
Mark has got a lot of good information. I think he just needs to work on the delivery.
Hey, good with cars,
part.
Best we've had with cars.
He knows cars, but anyone that does cars for a living could know something about cars. I'll give him that he knows cars.
All right.
But, you shouldn't be that surprised if a guy who makes his living restoring cars knows a lot about cars.
Yeah.
I'm saying he's worthless in every other endeavor and every other facet of... oh, really? You think this guy can talk about anything else?
I don't know. He seemed reasonably bright. Reasonable.
No, he was an a-hole.
No, I didn't say he wasn't.
Listen, Mark, call back, and Drew, you talk to him about any other... You talk to him about politics. All right, we'll be back.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these Datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the Dateline and actually met a cool guy.
I called the Dateline and I hooked up with some cool people.
Believe it or not, other normal people are out there looking too.
877-889-DATE.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back. LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 105 Alternative. San Francisco.
Well, that's it. The best of LoveLine, which after all is better than LoveLine because it's the best. I want to thank everyone who made the show possible and say until next time. This is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.